and welcome. This is Mutiny Motorsport. This is season 12 and this is the Formula Inter Championship that we are running. We are so happy to have you today. So, this is round 7. If you don't know already, just about 15 minutes ago, we pulled the track pull up, we span a wheel, and we are selecting the circuit for today, and we are at Velo Citta, the club version. This is the first time in Mutiny's history in the sprint feature format that we're going to run one layout one way and then another layout for the feature race. So the club is going to be the sprint where Kumsam was the winner last time, and maybe predictably, Kumsam took pole, but this was on the feature layout with Viltec just behind him, Debug in 3rd, TTR in 4th, Garrett in 5th, John in 6th, Old Boy, Shattered, J-Rook, Maxi, Leclerc, Bumble and Cracker Cold One. And if you don't know already, the Mutiny run their sprint races in reverse qualifying order. So Cracker Cold One with the Renault will be on pole position as he comes round, as we get this beautiful aerial shot from the helicam here, just looking down on the circuit, just as these drivers are doing their formation lap, trying to get themselves into the order that they need to start this race. And what a glorious day it is. Look at that, not a cloud in the sky, countryside rolling for miles upon miles, and the stewards have put the cones out where you would see the cars usually go up the hill one way and take a right, where you can just see them at the top of the screen just there. They would take a right. This time they're taking the left and they're going immediately back towards the start-finish straight. And there we see Cracker Cold One leading the field around the final corner as he comes around. Much sharper than it looks, bit off camber, really tough for the drivers to get right. But look at him. He's got Bumble just behind him, Leclerc in 3rd, Maxi in 4th, J-Rook in 5th, as they just start to get into the side-by-side order. Who are we looking at? Well, we're looking at Kumsam coming from the back. We're looking at Viltec, Debug, and we're looking at Garrett O'Brien. They're the championship favourites really right now, as they're all lined up. We're all pushed them towards the inside, and there go as the green light goes, and it's 4 wide at the front. This is already going to be a little bit of chaos. You can see, and there's some slow-moving drivers. That might be Cracker Cold One already. And down the inside, oh, look at that, TTL has just flown down. He's in the bright orange car there, and he's up into 4th position just behind the 2 McLarens. And he's slotted in there beautifully. Just behind that, looks like an ABM car, and then a Jordan. Sorry. It looks like Debug's in the wrong livery there. But here we go. Oh, and there's been a collision at the back. No, I think that's... Oh, is that John in the Renault and Cracker Cold One and Shattered Compass as well? Oh, Shattered was doing so well up in... He had made his way up, and they're looking like they were getting right to the front of the grid, but no, after the chaos, we're just going to have to see what happens here. So Debug in the wrong livery, in a Jaguar today, down the inside, forces his way. It's really tight, actually kind of forces him completely off the track, and just behind him is Kumsam. But Debug up into 8th position. Kumsam just behind him in 9th as we go back to the front, and we see TAR started near the back, is taking the lead from ABC 123 Old Boy ahead of Bumblebee, who's doing a great job there, staying. He's just lost 1 position from 2nd down to 3rd, down to 4th. Looks like Viltec's going to get him. Oh, that's Bumblebee. No. Oh, just as we were talking about what a great job he's done, he has caught the grass, and that has caught him out. Oh no. So as we look down the order, there were yellow flags all over the place then. It is Bumblebee who's actually in the pit. TTAR, I think Bumblebee is retired. ABC, Viltec, Leclerc, Maxi, Garrett O'Brien, Debug. Oh, is there a hit? That's J-Rook. Oh my god, and that looked like there was Kumsam going backwards as well. Oh, what is going on there? And John caught in the middle of that as well. This is not going the way all these drivers wanted for this sprint race, and this is not what they really need. There are still points out here for these championship rivals, and the further you are up, the more chance you have of scoring those points, the top 7 positions to be exact. So TTR leads ahead of ABC 123, who is really hounding him. Look, he's almost touching his rear diffuser there, trying to get past and trying to force his way through. But TTR managing the pace right now. They're in 55s. They look like they're the fastest guys on the field, those top 3. And Viltec hanging on with them. just scoping out what's going to happen. If there's some action in front of you, maybe you just want to hold back a little bit so you don't get caught up in it. And Old Boy is holding on, maybe just goes a little wide, a little squirrely on the exit there as he comes down the main straight, and he's just falling away a little bit. 0.6 of a second as they come down and start lap 5. This has been a great start for TTR and Viltec and ABC 123 as they come across the line thinking, yep, this is what I needed. Thank you very much. So let's see where we're settling down to. And you can see the gap starting to equalize between the top 3, about just under a second between them. And as they concertina under the braking effect, you can see the cars just slightly come together and then they'll disappear apart as they go up the hill. As we're on board with Garrett O'Brien, looking at his teammate a few cars ahead of him, thinking, wow, what a start Viltec had. How comes I didn't get that start? But he's got to play it cool, got to play it calm. He's in 6th position right now, so he's getting some points. He's getting more points than Debug, his championship rival, as we go into race 7, and this is, weekend number 7, and this is that sprint. So let's have a look at the weather here. You can see on the top left-hand side, nice and clear weather as we saw, dry, low winds, 30 degrees C, so the track is starting to heat up. It's not as hot as it can be, for sure. We've seen it in the 50s at points, and that will cook the tyres, so maybe just enough temperature to start making these drivers think twice about just sliding it everywhere. We do know Garrett's signature style is to have the car absolutely sideways. And these guys, climbing that curb. That is quite a big curb. As you see him come back through the field, and he's got Debug and Garrett in front of him, as we can see. Garrett just struggling to get the power down, a bit like J-Rook, who's just tailing this little gaggle of cars right here. And Debug's thinking, right, where can I slot in here? I got Garrett in front of me. I need to make a move on him. I got Kumsum behind me. I need to defend against him. And in front of both of those is Maxi in the other Jaguar. Maxi is thinking, I want to hold all of these guys behind me because I want as many points as possible, because down in the lower midfield, every single point is so valuable for the championship. And the difference between finishing somewhere like 7th and 14th can just be just a handful of points. So as we look back at the front, the gap has come back towards ABC as he's going around the outside up the hill. He's got a great exit. Look at that. Didn't even see it coming, but he cuts the corner. Looks like Viltec does a bit of cutting too as TTR looks down the inside. And now Viltec has TTR in front of him, thinking, yeah, that's it. That's the money shot. This is how I can get into the lead. I just need TTR to make another mistake on an exit, and that will be where I'm going. TTR goes round the outside, just showing his mirrors. Old boy ABC 123 is not taking any of it, but TTR goes around the inside. He went out to in, and how did that even happen? And now Old boy is trying to block Viltec, but Viltec has gone through and he dives down the inside. This is all to change for. Viltec has some careful thinking to do here. Does he want to go out and risk it all against these guys for the extra point? And the answer is yes, he does. Second position is calling to him, but it is not going to come easy. These three are trading times, trading places right now. And they are giving us an absolute show right now. Viltec happy in this position right now. It's just whether he can get the exit. Look at this gaggle of cars. Garrett O'Brien is holding everyone up, but he has got past Maxi. He has done it. Climbed over the curves, got the car sideways. Can he get a good enough exit? He'll be slipstreaming. Hoping not to give his competitors a slipstream as they come down the hill, but in the front, we're going back to this battle with ABC 123. Oh, and he just can't make it stick. It looks like Viltec is cementing that second place. But the lap times are dropping between those. They did have a bit of a fight last time, and they're down about a second. So that's only helping these guys behind, but they're all slower by about another second again. So Garrett O'Brien really wants to make a move right now as Kumsum goes up the inside. So does Debug. He thinks about it. Kumsum and Maxi side by side. Oh, Maxi loses out 2. Is this going to be 3 positions? He's going to fight J-Rook around the inside. J-Rook goes around the outside. He's going to try. Oh, I can't see them just on the screen. That looks like J-Rook's just ahead as they come up the hill. No! But now Kumsum spots his opportunity and Debug thinks, oh, what happened there? And basically where I was as Maxi holds his position. Great defense against J-Rook there. And so Garrett really wins out as Old Boy goes round the outside and he holds on right up against the edge of the curb and he's forcing Viltec to the inside. Viltec not giving him an inch because he would take a mile, and that looks like Crack a cold one, or is that John? It's so hard to say. Oh, leaving them space, leaving them plenty of space. As they come round up the hill now, you can see how steep it gets. Traction is absolutely key to here to get your momentum. It's a heavy braking zone, but it's short. It is short, and you want to get the car rotated. Look, you can almost cut the entire corner there. And there is nothing between these front three at all. They're still all just within a second and a half. But Old Boy seems to look like he's fallen back just a tad as this midfield fight keeps going and the corner cutting keeps going. I wonder if there'll be any stewards' inquiries right at the end of this. And Maxi is looking at the guy who's in the wrong car in front of him going, why are you in this car? Get out of my way. Down the hill they come. Garrett O'Brien has not been able to pull away from them, this pack. He's just into the 56s, but everyone around them has now started to stretch their legs and they're into the 55s. So really, you know, Garrett got past Maxi, but it wasn't helping him as round the outside tries come some, but up the inside is trying Debug, and now it switches back around the the right-left nature of this track. Oh, is Debug and Maxi are going side by side. Debug clawing his way back, but Maxi will have the inside as they come up to the hill. Will Maxi brake later? Yes, he will. That is the power of the inside line just there. And Debug still holding it around the outside. Such great driving between these two. Oh, and he's all the way on the grass, and that helps. Oh, that's helping J-Rook get through, but that did not help the two Jaguar drivers today. Oh, that's really just unfortunate, but wow, did it cost them both, and I wonder if there's any damage for those cars. That is not what you wanted to see there. Debug is trying to make amends on this championship and trying to claw his way, stay at the top, stay with the top guys as he goes all the way around the outside. Was that an overtake off the track? We'll have to see. And Maxi brakes late, gets the car sideways, he's on the grass. Oh, I feel like Maxi, Maxi couldn't hold it. That's really unfortunate. He held on for so long, and now it looks like Garrett and Cumsum are starting to get away as J-Rook surrenders the inside there, brakes a little bit earlier for the tighter line. And you can see the back marker moving out of the way there for this this second pack, really, not quite the leading pack. As we go join the leading pack now as Viltec is side by side, and Old Boy seems to have got away to get alongside and brakes later. He's going to spin the car around. He is side by side. He is entitled to space there. Viltec gives him plenty. Now they come up the hill. Viltec goes around the outside. And he's holding on. He is carrying that momentum with him and carrying the speed. Is he going to give him the inside? He will. Oh, wow. There are some liberties being taken there. And ABC goes, yeah, you know what, deserve that one, but then he will not give Viltec this one as Viltec goes wide, and round they come, and we are flying through the race here. We've got to have no more than a quarter of this race left. It's just 15 minutes each. We're on lap 14, so 55 seconds a lap. They are hauling, and this is the speed that they are going. Cumsum gonna go down the inside on Garrett O'Brien. Can he make it stick into the braking zone? They come down the hill. Garrett a little bit squirrely on the brakes as they just started, and Cumsum goes through, but Garrett comes back on him. Oh, what a move this is. This is only for fourth position, guys. This is quite incredible, really. And Garrett says, whoa, yeah, no, I still want this more than you. And Cumsum having to just fight his way through. I wonder if there has been a bit of damage. And Debug still, and J-Rook still holding on to these positions just behind them. Kind of, as one of those competitors, Debug or J-Rook, you're just hoping that the front two just have a little side-by-side action and just touch each other. Not enough to go off, just enough for you to go through. As they use the outside tyres for traction on the grass, and that will not help them. And you can see them all do that on the exit down the start, finish straight. And that looks like Shattered Compass looking to join this party. Lap 15. Wow, are they going for it? absolutely going for it down the hill. Garrett has to defend the inside. Some goes round the outside. He's going to put the foot down early, but he still can't make it happen. Garrett has the inside still, and that would help him here, but he's going to have to leave space. Some goes all the way around side off the track. Oh, I'm not sure, was that in limits or not? And it's suddenly Garrett has lost 2 spots, Debug being one of them, Some being the first. And now Debug is looking at Some going, yeah, I think with your lack of momentum here, I can get you. And Garrett is thinking, why how did I get back in 6th place, guys? Come on, that's not fair, no. But he's gone wide. Oh, Debug. Oh, you can see him spinning just on the top right of your screen. And one by one they fall. Lap 16 is TTAR ahead of ABC 123, ahead of Viltec, who's in 3rd position. They're your podium sitters right now, but there's all to play for still. Some ahead of Garrett Bryant, ahead of J-Rook, ahead of Shattered Compass, who's now got ahead of Debug, who's recovered back out of the points into 8th position. John in 9th, Leclerc 10th, Maxi down to 11th after that spin. After going side by side with Debug a few laps ago, Cracker Cold one in 12th, and Bumblebee has retired, as we saw early on, that huge crash in the grass. And Viltec is looking at the back of ABC saying, yeah, your lack of traction is my movement forward. He'll just be slowly catching up. What's the gap just ahead of him? Is half a second, 0.47 of a second. Some is something like 20 seconds behind, so there's room here. There's room to make a small mistake if you make a bad lunge and still get ahead. But you don't want to do that. You want to be in that head. You want to be in that position. And right now, it's looking, whoa! As we see, ABC get the car out sideways and keep his foot absolutely flat. Oh, who's that? And that's Garrett O'Brien losing to Debug. Garrett O'Brien has really fallen off the back here, so we haven't seen what's happened, but Some J-Rook, Debug, Garrett down into 7th now. So Debug, even after that spin, has clawed his way back up. And TTR crosses the line. Wow, that race was over so quickly. TTR crosses the line. Looks like ABC is 2nd, Viltec 3rd. Some looks like he's going to be 4th. We got to see if there's any penalties, guys, because wow. Let's go have a look, because there was some side-by-side action. There was grass all over the place. There was some spinning. There was some re-entries. There was some corner cuttings. There was way too much for just a moment's notice for the stewards, as we see J-Rook finally coming around, looking like he's going to get that last points position. And wow. Holy moly. They are now going to have to... They got a few minutes to regroup. Park the cars back in the garage, maybe tweak the setups if they want to, learn from what they have with the weather. But they have got a feature race on a totally different part of the track. It's going to take the full rest of the track that you can see in the sprint, the map in the top right-hand side. As TTR does take the win ahead of Old Boy and Viltec, they're your podium. And then Some 4th place, 5-second penalty though, with the fastest lap, so that would have helped him in his championship. Debug in 5th, J-Rook 7th, Shattered Compass J-Rook 6th, Shattered Compass up into 7th, Garrett O'Brien 8th, 5-second penalty there, Leclerc 9th, Maxi 10th, John disappointing there, 10 seconds, down 11th, Cracker Cold one down by a lap, and Bumblebee out after that first lap. Some fastest driver of the day, Viltec, stunning to keep battling pretty much that whole race. Great start from him. As the national anthem plays for TTAR, we move forward to the feature race. Just the next video along, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us today. Hopefully the action-packed race was great for you as it was for us. Hope you have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much.